Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today, I am not on this couch. No, I'm not on this couch at all. It's just an illusion. Today, I'm somewhere else. Today, I'm at the opening day for the 2021 Michigan Renaissance Festival. The Michigan Renaissance Festival has been a tremendous part in my success as a performance artist. I know there's a lot of people out there that like to criticize Renaissance festivals, the entertainment there, the quality of the food, and the overall environment. And it's not for everybody. I can understand if someone does not want to go to the Michigan Renaissance Festival, or any Renaissance festival for that matter. But they're missing out on a lot of fun, I have to say. Every year at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, tens of thousands of people come out to Holly Grove to enjoy the overall environment, the soup in a bread bowl, the turkey legs, the stage acts, the lane acts, the music. The themed weekends are a blast. It's always fun to have a theme to play along with. And it has so much to offer. There's plenty of vendors there selling handcrafted finery. You have plenty of different options for food, eat, lots of different entertainment. They have live jousting. Come on. They have amazing actors and actresses there that help make the whole experience more realistic or more genuine, or as genuine as it can be when we're living in 2021 and people are walking around on their cell phones and all that. And I'm also there too. I'm selling my acrylic balls at the Michigan Renaissance Festival this year, like I've been doing for the past 15 years or so. That's right, I am a sphere salesman at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. Behold, the world's worst paperweight. I have a ball for every budget. I have a sphere of every shape and size, except for just one shape. And not every size, I only have 5 sizes. I have extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. And what I'm currently using here are 3-inch acrylic spheres, which are my medium size, which I sell for 30 bucks. Now, you might be able to find these cheaper somewhere else on the internet. However, I buy mine in bulk, and I hand inspect each one to make sure that it's up to snuff for someone to purchase off me. Not only that, though, you're also supporting a local independent artist who is trying to get by in this crazy capitalist society on a prayer, on a hope, and a dream sometimes. And somehow I managed to make it by every single year, doing my contact juggling, doing my rope walking act, my fire juggling, my comedy acts, my character acting. One of these days I'll actually start playing live music and producing more electronic music, but we'll get to that point when we get to that point. The point of this video is to share my love and appreciation for the Michigan Renaissance Festival, and also share a couple of amazing things that happen as a result of my working there. I'd like to show you this piece right here first. This is a painting by Sergio Mazzotta. This is a fellow who lives in Canada that comes over to the United States and takes photos of local entertainers and paints them. And this is actually done from one of his photos, acrylic on canvas. And this is a turban and a shirt that I actually wore that particular year, and I had long hair at the time. Right now I don't have much in the way of hair, but in this photo, that's actually the hair that I had. That's the turban I was using, and that's a 4-inch acrylic ball in the palm of my hand. He took the photo of me and he hand painted it, and he put it on the internet, and I saw it, and I asked him if he's selling it, and he said he is selling it, and I couldn't afford it. I was very interested in buying it for my mother, and I couldn't afford buying it. And its price was incredibly fair for the record for how beautiful this piece is. I think it's a really nice piece, personally, because I kind of like the subject matter in question. And also, it looks really good on my yellow wall here, so I have it hang up on my yellow wall over there until further notice. But I thought it was amazing that he took the time to take a photo of me and then sit down and paint this out. It probably took him a couple days to knock this piece out. I was incredibly flattered. And when I asked him how much it was, I sadly could not afford it. And then a couple years later, he made me a very generous offer and sold it to me for far cheaper than he should have. So thank you very much, Sergio, for this beautiful painting, and also for giving me an incredibly good deal on this beautiful piece of artwork. I probably still owe you a couple $100, and one of these days I'll get it to you when I'm in a better place financially. But yeah, what amazing work right there. And this next piece I want to show you, this comes from a fellow who goes by Yavana, and I'm not sure where he is or what he's doing nowadays. But what he did was he took a photo of me one of these years, I think it was 2008 or 2009, when I was just starting at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. All I had was a rug on the ground, and I was just doing my contact juggling for tips. And sometimes I'd make $20 in tips, and other days I'd make $400 or $500 in tips. People dropping singles, 5s, and sometimes even 20s into my tip jar just to say thank you for what I was doing. It was amazing times. It was before the times of smartphones. It was before the time of YouTube popularity, of TikTok, of all those different social media platforms that people are always just distracted by. It's very difficult if you're a street performer nowadays, or if you're doing stage shows for tips, because so many people are distracted by their electronic devices and they'd rather just kind of film you and not even actually watch your show or participate, but they're looking at your performance through a phone, and they're videotaping it through their phone, and then they kind of take their phone away and they just go about their business and they just take more and more videos, and I'm sure they're never even going to watch the video later. It's just crazy. Anyways, I digress. The point is that this fellow, Ivana, took a photo of me in about 2008 or 2009, and then he hand drew this piece right here. I'll try to get it so there's no reflections on it. And there it is. He hand drew this piece of me. It unfortunately doesn't have a year on it, but I'm pretty sure it was 2008 or 2009. And the way he presented to me was absolutely amazing and mind-blowing. He came to me a couple years later, in 2010 or 2011, I can't remember which year it was, and he had this wrapped up. And he came up to me and he had this look on his face. It's just like a very penetrating gaze with this grin that showed all of his teeth. And he handed me this package with a smile on his face. And I just kind of took the package and I said, "For me?" And he goes, he didn't say a word. And I said, "Just open it now." He's like, "Yes, please open it now." So I open it up and it's this drawing he did of me. And I was just speechless. And I said, "This is amazing." And I go to hand it back. He's like, "That's for you." I said, "Well, what do you want for it?" He's like, "I don't want anything for it. I want you to have that. I live for the expression on people's faces when I hand them a piece of artwork I drew of them." And it was just mind-blowing. And then he showed me a catalog of all the other work he does. Apparently what he likes to do is take photos of people who represent different cultures all around the world and draw them. Now, I don't feel I'm representing any particular culture with this particular costume. So what I have here is I'm wearing harem pants and I have a bandana on my head and just a kind of pyramid-shaped box that I used to own. I don't know what happened to it. It got stolen out of my van one year, that's right. But anyways, I just thought I'd kind of put on a bandana and go with the wanderer kind of look. I don't like using the G word anymore because that is a racist slur. I don't like using it anymore now that I know better. Over in Europe, it's a very derogatory term, and here in the United States, we just don't know better, and it's used freely, but I don't like to use the word anymore. I mean, once you know better, and now I know better, I'm not going to use the word. So instead of being Flec the G word, I now call myself Flec the Wanderer. It comes from the Romani tradition. The term Romani represents a demographic of people that come from a wandering tradition. It transcends cultural, religious, ethnic, and racial barriers. It's a blend of all that because the people travel from place to place. The Romani tradition and the Romani people can be found as far east as India and as far west as Western Europe. Anyways, I wasn't trying to represent the Romani people or any particular culture by wearing any sort of outfit at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. But despite all this, Viana saw me, decided to take a photo of me, draw me, only to surprise me a couple years later with this here drawing. It was incredibly flattering and I didn't know how to thank him. So I offered him money, I offered him acrylic balls to say thank you, but he just refused everything. He just wanted to have that moment. I think he was also an art instructor at a college somewhere. I can't remember where it was. And there used to be information on the back of this painting right here. Oh, it says, Flec the Uncertain. That's what I went by years and years ago. I thought it was funny to be called Flec the Uncertain because if there was one thing I was certain of is that nothing is certain. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, I promised that I would post every single day for the year of 2021, and right now I'm currently working at the Michigan Renaissance Festival. It's a long day, so I had this anxiety that I would not be able to produce a video for that first opening weekend due to all the new things I have to do, the stage shows I have to prep for, and all of the chaos that goes into making the first weekend of the Michigan Renaissance Festival work very well. I wanted to be focused entirely on the task at hand instead of worrying about having to make that YouTube video that evening. So here we are, making this video a couple days before opening day to be released on opening day, so I don't have to worry about releasing a video on opening day. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of ridiculous, but that's the way I'm working this year. But before I let you go, I have to let you know I've organized all the videos I made this year for the year of 2021 into different playlists. So if you check my playlist section, you can find a bunch of different categories of playlists where I carefully organized all my content to make it easier for you to find something that may or may not pique your interest. And please don't forget, I teach weekly circus and flow arts tutorials. I teach you how to teach yourself the art of contact juggling, demonstrated right here. Juggling while you're in contact with the object you're juggling. In this case, I'm using a crystal ball. It's actually plastic. Don't tell the kids at home. The point is you can do this with anything round, and I teach you how to teach yourself the art of contact juggling here on my YouTube channel. I also teach you a number of other circus and flow art skills such as pediddling, the art of spinning something on the tip of your finger. I prefer learning with a flat pillow off your couch because if you mess up, it doesn't hurt you at all. It's just a pillow. I also teach you how to juggle, how to walk tight ropes, how to juggle clubs, a bunch of different stuff. Check out my playlist section, go nuts. And that's all I got for you here today. Appreciate you watching this video to the end. You could have been doing something else. You could have been watching cute cats snuggling somewhere else. You could have been watching some other videos on another channel. But you chose instead to sit here and watch this all the way to the end. Thank you. And remember, I am a newer YouTuber, so it would do me a big favor if you subscribe to my channel, maybe give me a couple thumbs up every once in a while, maybe drop some comments down below, talk to me about your memories of the Michigan Renaissance Festival. I mean, I figure if you come this far in the video, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? And that's all I got. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to never give up. Do your best. Stay true to you, and be amazing. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video. Until then, good night, Junior.